Hello Eternum and welcome to KOTT News, Eternum's #1 source for news, and this is the War Report. Dynamic change in the history of Eternum last night as the Covenant forces strike back at the Marauders and retake the Central Corridor. We caught up with the new venture capitalists of Windsward to get their reactions to the outcome. Well, congratulations on your victory here in Windsward. From first flare to flag drop, you're done in 15 minutes. Usually this kind of fight would take all night for you two. Care to take us through how you saw it going down?
Oh yeah, really I think the biggest shift there is we got a really good drop on them at the A gate, man, and then we just stampeded the respawns and we wiped them twice on respawn and we completely overwhelmed them on that last flag. It's unfortunate they got caught on respawn and we just took advantage of that, and I think that's really what made the war there. That was a big difference.
Indeed. If you get caught on your back feet, sometimes there's no recovering. Is there anybody out there whose efforts you might want to highlight?
Oh yeah, 100%. Scotty did a great job calling, and also between all of our group leads, they did really good communicating. And a shout out to Nirvana even too. Like those guys, it's really good fighting those guys. So big shout out to Nirvana. These guys are super dope.
Is there, I know you got to get going to the next briefing for the next fight, but is there any intentions for Windsward now that you have control of the hamlet?
Really, I mean, just like you know, we all know it's the financial capital of the island, and we plan to make big money moves here in the future. Just look forward to that. Maybe some prize pools and tournaments in the future. Who knows? While covering the early events, KOTT News were able to secure an interview with Order of Chaos leadership who were fighting simultaneously. Congratulations on your victory here today. It did take the entire 30 minutes. Do you feel that they gave it their all tonight?
Oh, most definitely. I think both sides really poured into it. But I think on our side, at least, everybody came together. Lord, our governor, and me as the one settler of the company, I think we all give it 110%.
I agree. Is there anybody whose efforts out there you might want to highlight tonight?
You know, we had some people reach across the factions and help us out today. I'd like to help shout out to the Dodgers that actually helped us out today.
Returning to our top stories, KOTT News were able to speak with the new heavyweight champions of Eternum after their early round knockout in Everfall. Congratulations tonight. Big night for the Covenant, taking two territories, not the least of which the new heavyweight champions of Eternum, Here Be Monsters. Congratulations on your victory here. How do you think it went out there?
Yeah, the HBM healer division really showed out tonight, but we really want to thank Dodgers for warring with us. They're great opponents. We've had a lot of fun tonight, and we'd like to continue that throughout the server.
Indeed. Is there anybody whose performance out there you might want to highlight?
Not anyone in particular. I think it was really a group effort tonight. All the healers, especially.
Well, is there anything else you might like to say to the citizens of Eternum? Do you have any events ongoing or coming up that you might want to inform them about?
I just subbed to JChalant on YouTube. Just gonna throw that out there.
Cheers. In other outcomes, a late period injury to a member of CB4 opened up a press pass slot in Weaver's Fen last night. After reporting live from the Fen, KOTT was able to get a more detailed report about the injury. Congratulations on your victory here in Weaver's Fen, holding the Peat Moss Bog yet again. However, an injury report from the locker room. Can you give us an update on that high ankle sprain?
Yeah, it's actually pretty bad. It was our healer for our group, Grills, his life staff actually broke mid-war, so we had to, swap him out.
Oh my gosh. Well, I appreciate the opportunity, the spontaneous press pass to get in there and see what was going on. The forces of Order of Chaos clearly exhausted from their previous battle earlier in the evening. How do you feel it looked to you?
I really like that they slotted a lot of company. I respect that. We tried to do the same. Just out there getting our RP on, We just out-RP'd them this time.
No word from the forces of Camelot Dodgers after their successful defense of Ebonscale, but they are a quiet group of people who will be back with ruthless intent. Looking at the weather, and once the undisputed champion of Crossing the Sky gets done getting it done, once again, look out for an early evening invasion east, with northern cold fronts driving further corruption forces west into the desert. Two more lineups submitted for Simulated Fantasy Combat Resolution tonight, brought to you by LARPco. Remember, if it isn't LARPco, it's cardboard. Up first, it's the Syndicate forces of the Country Club, assailing the Marauders of Nirvana for control of the master fishing port town of Reekwater. The relative newcomers of the country club make a tactical decision to strike at the regrouping forces of Nirvana. But will they catch them off guard? Nirvana forces may be adjusting to the new rules of armed conflict, but when they're backed into a corner, they're sure to give it their all. Later, the Covenant forces of Eviction Notice assault the Marauders of Fort Patrol for Crown and Kingdom of the Western Monarch's Bluff. Marching up to the Western Bluff, Eviction Notice has been served on the reigning rulers of the kingdom, but they may need to use force to get them out. However, patrolling the fort, the Marauders of Fort Patrol will be standing by, ready, willing, and able to respond to any sheriffs attempting to overthrow the monarchy. Be sure to tune in for complete coverage and reactions from the citizens tonight at 11. Until then, this has been War Correspondent JChalant, KOTT News.